Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Washington State Cougars, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Bringing it out, it's Winston. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the runner takes off to his right. Finds room at the 30. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. If you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
And the back now goes in motion. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
He'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Short connection to the tight end here. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards in the completion, but now it's 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And he's got it from 49 yards out. What a powerful kick. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. They'll run it from the gun. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Big play across midfield. Now they're threatening at the opponent's 38.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Gets the first and still running. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
The Bulldogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll hand it off. Look at him run through those tacklers. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. They were backed up to start the drive, and some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Winston. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made on the play, the 29-yard line.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Pitch to the back.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 45. We're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down. And the Bulldogs are on the move here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the single back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Running with purpose. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up 1st downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Winston. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. So here we go, 1st play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Keeping it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. But that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
And that is a 1st down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Lofting it toward the left sideline. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so Really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
And now from the pistol formation. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's got a man down the middle. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Handoff to the back. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
It's converted both 3rd down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And that is no good. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3. Washington State's offense back on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Quick throw to his receiver. It's caught downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, you roll the dice here as a defense when you play man-to-man. The thing is, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback. If you don't, he's got time, and now he can look at that defense and figure out where is his best one-on-one matchup, and he makes a big play there.
And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The offense really clicking here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Washington State. We'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The PAT puts him up 3. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. The pass rush closing in. In the clear at the 25. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. But crank up the tempo here. The clock ticking down. Second down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid game.
And they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Breaking tackles. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down. The Dogs looking to run some tempo here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. He pulls it in for a big gain. Touchdown, Georgia. This offense really clicking.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
Extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense able to contain him after that juke. He picks up a solid gain. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Shotgun formation here on third down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Can he take it all the way? And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. At the 10 now. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that long scoring play is spoiled by a penalty. That's a big call in this game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll use the ground game here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Past the 10. Touchdown, Washington State. That puts them on top in the second half. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT.
And this defensive coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double cover.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
They just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
He boots it away from inside his own end zone. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? He's got some room to work. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Makes a quick catch.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on third down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more third down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
This Washington State offense is moving quickly down the field. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Winston. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The pocket breaking down. Pass caught. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Looking to throw again. Makes the grab on the move. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws. They are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Second down and goal upcoming. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Touchdown, Washington State. This offense cannot be stopped. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Using his legs here. Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Dogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Gives it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. Ball handed off. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. And now the running back's got it again. And that run produces a decent gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter.
Washington State 38, Georgia 28.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the handoff. Just a small gain. Looking at second and 9. Here comes the up-tempo offense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense is still clicking. That's an important score. We've got a one-possession game now, Kirk. It's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Ball carrier tackled there.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Washington State's offense back on the field now. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down to the 45 at a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Goes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Ooh, that came close to breaking into the secondary, potentially a big play. Read option, the quarterback keeps it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did a nice chunk of yards. Only a nice tackle prevented it from going all the way.
It's a run. Running back's got it. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Touchdown, Washington State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
I'll tell you what, a screen pass is tough to do, but when executed well, the result is this. Perfectly timed by the quarterback to drop it off to the back, gets the big lineman in front of him, all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The back's got it on a counter. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Football knocked loose in the backfield. The defense recovers the fumble.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Chris, positive yards are always going to help you. These guys got a long way to go to get themselves back into this game. But you put positive yards on back-to-back plays, you start to get some confidence going and believe you can do it.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Got him. He's sacked. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker. And now a 4th down decision coming up. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's caught. Touchdown, Dogs. So after the touchdown, they'll go for 2 to get within a field goal. Quarterback drops back. And it's picked off in the end zone. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Has the first down and more. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. The big fullback's got it here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. So now from the 29, it's third down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course thinking touchdown. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone. And it's a kneel down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survival.